in May of 2022, Sifted, the European tech media platform, ran an interview with me headlined Cindy Gallop on building the next sex tech unicorn. In that interview, I announced that I was setting out to raise $20 million to scale my business, Make Love Not Porn, and to build out a long-held product roadmap, which included something that parents and teachers have been begging me for since day one of Make Love Not Porn, which is the 0 to 18 and beyond sex education expansion, MakeLoveNotPorn.academy. The Academy will be an aggregation hub for the best of the world's sex education content, made easily accessible and searchable by age appropriateness, cultural sensibility, and personal comfort level, badly needed in a world where open, healthy sex education is being blocked, censored, and deplatformed everywhere. It is January 2025, 2.5 years later, and I have spectacularly failed to raise that $20 million. In February of last year, we launched our first ever equity crowdfunding campaign for Make Love Not Porn and for Make Love Not Porn Academy. It's our first ever equity crowdfunding campaign because historically, no crowdfunding platform would touch Make Love Not Porn as a sex tech venture. But the wonderful actress Jamila Jamil is a big fan. She proposed that she lead an equity crowdfunding campaign as our lead investor. It's her very first ever personal investment, and she brought us to WeFunder. We set a target of just over $1 million. It's nearly a year later, and I've spectacularly failed to get our WeFunder to hit that goal. We are currently standing at just over $410,000 of that campaign. So, in a world where every day headlines tout tech founders who raise tens and hundreds of millions of dollars, talk about crowdfunding campaigns that overshoot their goal in the first 24 hours, I am a tech founder who has spectacularly failed to do either. I have 3 learnings from that failure that I want to share with you in the hope that these may help you. My first learning is, it's not me. There is a fundamental reason why I've failed, and it's this. People are funny about sex. In the wider investment world, what I've realized in 16 years of working on Make Love Not Porn is that the one factor that will make an investor favorably disposed towards funding me is their personal sexual journey. It's their personal lens on sex and sexuality that's been shaped by their own experience of it. I obviously have no way to research and target for that. And unfortunately, when the impact has been negative, there is no rational argument that will overcome that. The minimum investment for our WeFunder campaign is just $100. I've been struck by how many of my friends who have money and could easily afford to invest haven't, including friends that I have helped, supported, championed over the years, and very much hoped would reciprocate when their turn came. I've had conversations with some of these friends, very dear, very old friends, who've been willing to be honest with me. They have shared that they are deeply uncomfortable contributing to anything to do with sex, even when it's me, and even when it's for a venture whose mission is to help end rape culture globally. Now, fortunately, there is a solution to this. When I explain to them it is possible to invest in our WeFunder and specify that your investment will only go to building Make Love Not Porn Academy, they were comfortable investing only in the EdTech product. And in fact, a friend who runs a nonprofit, when I shared this, invested $25,000 from her nonprofit, specifically just to help build the academy. But I'm sharing this because quite often, failure and the reasons for failure have nothing to do with you. Here's my second learning. Last year, I was interviewed for a series about leadership. And one of the questions the interviewer asked me was, "So Cindy, have you ever let your ego get in the way of the right thing to do?" I burst out laughing and I said, "What ego?" I am humiliated on a daily basis working on the other port. Not, I hasten to add, by the world at large, because I had nothing but a positive response globally to a venture that is the badly needed documentary to Paul's Hollywood movie. But every day, I am treated like a pariah, I am looked down on, and I am scorned by every bank, financial institution, and business infrastructure partner that other tech founders get to work with easily. And so, here's the thing about failure. I left my ego behind a very long time ago. And so failure doesn't land the way it does with a lot of people when you have no ego. And here's my third learning. Nobody's watching. I have failed to raise $20 million, but nobody is shaming me for that, publicly or privately. I have only raised $400,000 of the $1 million that we targeted a WeFunder. But one of our WeFund investors, a lovely man who invested $1,000 last year and has said that he wants to invest more when a deal comes good, he messaged me on LinkedIn on Wednesday to say, "Oh, wow, you were at $300,000 and now you're at $400,000. That's amazing. Well done." I may have failed, but nobody is keeping score. And so I don't fear failure. I am all about that Confucius quote that goes, "It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop." I plan to keep right on failing. As I work to raise the funding my business badly needs to scale, I'm just going to fail and fail and fail until I succeed. And by the way, if every one of you in this theater who can invest $100 in our WeFunder, you will instantly put more than $50,000 into our campaign, and you will take me that much further away from failure and closer to success. Thank you very much.